Crucial day, guys, with Benjamin Sesko. Crucial, big moment, big story and big situation to explain. That's why we are here on the channel, and that's why we are ready to enter into details of the story. Let me start, guys, with the situation around the player, because after last night Newcastle presented an improved proposal for Benjamin Sesko, 80 million euros fix, 10 million euros in add-ons, 90 million euros. Today, Manchester United, after calling Red Bull Leipzig over the recent days to tell them, don't worry, we are gonna bid, don't worry, we are gonna bid, get ready, we are gonna bid. Now, Manchester United enter in scene. And Manchester United present an official bid, as Bill revealed today. The bid is 75 million euros plus 10 million euros in add-ons. So 85 million euros package from Manchester United after 90 million euros package from Newcastle United. Let's clarify some points. Manchester United bid 75 plus 10, 85, includes a part of these add-ons being really easy to reach. You remember what I told you for Victor Gyökeres earlier this summer? Sometimes in the transfer market world it's very easy to go and say numbers like 20 million euros, 10 million euros, 15 million euros add-ons. But then the add-ons can be very easy to reach, so almost guaranteed, maybe when you play, I don't know, just for example, 5 games, 10 games, 15 games. Maybe can be quite easy to reach when you score 10 goals, 20 goals, 30 goals with the club. Or maybe can be very difficult to reach, like win the Champions League, win the Premier League, or whatever. In some cases are even like win the Ballon d'Or, or these sort of things. So add-ons is not meaning guaranteed money. Can be almost guaranteed in some cases, can be easy in some cases, can be difficult in other cases. In this Manchester United proposal, the main part of the add-ons are quite easy to reach. That's the description of those involved in the deal. So 75 plus 10 with quite easy main part of these add-ons as part of the package. Why Manchester United bid? First point, a message to Red Bull Leipzig. Okay, after spending 2 weeks talking, after spending 2 weeks telling you, okay, we are gonna bid at some point, they wanted to show that now, after Newcastle sending that kind of bid, they are serious, they are really in the race, they are not just playing with that one. Second message to Newcastle. Okay, you are bidding, but we also have the money. We are also in the race. Your bid is higher, because Newcastle bid now is higher, but Manchester United want to show that they can compete. Third point, the crucial one, the player. Newcastle wanted to show to Benjamin Sesko that while Newcastle are pushing like crazy, Manchester United are ready to enter into the race. But remember what I always told you, Manchester United will only bid if they feel the player wants to join them. And what's important to mention is that sources at Manchester United on Tuesday morning guarantee that their feeling is that the deal between Benjamin Sesko and Newcastle is not done yet, because the player is waiting for Manchester United move. Was waiting for Manchester United move, was because now the bid is on the table and Man United are officially part of this conversation, but Manchester United feel that Sesko was waiting for them. And this is why they decided to enter into action and to send that proposal. One of the reasons why they decided to send that proposal. So now the battle is really ongoing. With 2 bids on the table, we have to test the patience of Newcastle, who have...
You're having a wonderful start to your Wednesday. Now, first this hour, there's been another major development in the race for Benjamin Sesko's signature.
We understand there's now a growing feeling the RB Leipzig striker wants to join Manchester United in what could be another major blow to Newcastle's striker search.
Now, both clubs have submitted offers over the last 24 hours, but there is no club-to-club agreement yet with either of them. Now, as things stand, Manchester United's offer, worth an initial £65 million plus 8.9 million in add-ons to Leipzig, is less than Newcastle's second bid. Newcastle have tried everything to get a deal done. However, it appears the players' desire is to go to Old Trafford. It was thought United would not make a formal offer unless they got a clear indication Sesko wanted the move. Now, according to Sky in Germany, Leipzig are currently internally discussing and evaluating the Newcastle and Man United offers and their structure.
It really depends on whether neither club's prepared to to offer any more, and then ultimately, if the terms are the same, then we're going to talk, figures in terms of wages as well. So, it's certainly an intriguing one.
What a lovely position for Benjamin Sesko at 22, sort of not even a quarter of the way into his career, to have two such clubs chasing him. I mean, one offers cash and cachet, as it were, in Manchester United, biggest club in the country, and he can see the project that Ruben Amorim is trying to build there and drag them out of this slump they've been in pretty much since Ferguson left. Or he can go and be an absolute idol on Tyneside as their centre forward if Isak does move to Liverpool.
We heard Henry there mention bringing United back to former glories, while Manchester United haven't had much success with strikers going back to the summer of 2017. Signings include the likes of Romelu Lukaku, Edison Cavani and Cristiano Ronaldo, whilst Odin Igalo and Wout Weghorst joined for a short spell on loan. Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee are still at the club.
The impression I get from the people I've been speaking to is that Sesko has preferred a move to Old Trafford all the way along. And that from RB Leipzig's point of view, they've been waiting for Manchester United to reach the level of bid that Newcastle have made. They haven't quite done it yet. They're still some distance off it, 5-10 million euros, depending on the exact figures. But it's pretty clear that he would rather go to Old Trafford, and I think that leaves Newcastle in a very, very difficult position.
Premier League clubs have spent big money on strikers so far this summer. If a deal can be reached and Sesko does get his preferred move to Manchester United, it'd be the second biggest deal in that position so far. And there are still question marks over Alexander Isak's future.
I still think they're in a pretty strong position because, of course, all along, Newcastle have maintained that they didn't want to sell Isak, and obviously he's now, made it quite obvious that he wants to join Liverpool. But for a start, Liverpool have got to offer more money to Newcastle, and they've got to get a replacement lined up. So I don't think Newcastle are going to find themselves in a situation where they don't have an Isak or a Sesko. I think that they'd feel pretty comfortable up there at the moment.
We can't afford to keep losing players. We can't afford to keep finishing second in a two-horse race. We've got to finish first. And the way they've gone in for Sesko with the second bid, which to try to blow Manchester United out the window, is so reassuring to me, because that's the only way to get this guy. If you want him, you've got to pay the dough. And if you pay the dough and you need a few quid back, Isak to Liverpool will give you the few quid back. Don't lose Sesko because you haven't given them an extra 5 million when you're going to get the same plus another 30 million off Liverpool. Don't lose them.